That's a moment from your teenage years you're still processing as an adult. I was 17 when my cousin Maya showed up to Thanksgiving after 2 years of no contact. The dining room went silent. You could hear Grandma's oxygen tank wheezing in the corner. Well, if it isn't the girl who threw away her chance at Harvard and got pregnant at 18, Aunt Carmen hissed loud enough for everyone to hear. Later that day, she was changing nappies while our family stared daggers at her. I tried walking over to help with her diaper bag, but Mom's hand clamped on my shoulder. She made her choice, Emma. Don't normalize teenage pregnancy. Over the next few months, I watched Maya navigate family events like a ghost. She'd take 2 buses to get there because nobody would pick her up. The family's prized valedictorian now ate alone at Easter dinner, bouncing her son while everyone else sat around the formal table discussing MCAT scores. Uncle Tony mentioned once how they'd offered to get rid of the situation when she first got pregnant. The way he said it made my skin crawl. Maya just kept her head down, spooning homemade sweet potato puree into her son's mouth. She'd made it from scratch because he had allergies nobody bothered to remember. When cousin Brian forgot his insulin at Lunar New Year dinner, Maya was the only one who noticed his hands shaking. Everything changed at the Christmas party. I escaped to the garage freezer for ice, needing a break from drunk relatives asking about my SAT scores. I put in AirPods and hit my mango jewel, trying my best to give myself a nicotine high before going back. I had just taken out my AirPods when I saw Marcos behind me, tatted, jacked, and 6'3". He was Jackie's husband, the one who always made jokes that weren't quite jokes. Looking grown up, Emma. His breath reeked of vodka. He backed me against the freezer, hand reaching for my thigh. I've been watching you grow up. Worth the wait. Marcos, kitchen, now. Maya stood in the doorway like a guardian angel. Her voice could have cut glass. It was the first time I'd ever seen Marcos look scared. Actually scared. He stumbled away, muttering about checking on Jackie. Maya did breathing exercises with me until my hands stopped shaking. You okay? That's all she said. No lecture about being careful. No, I told you so. Just steady presence until I could breathe again. I dragged her over to my parents. I was still shaky, but I trusted them. Maya spoke for me. Marcos isn't a good man. She's making shut up because she's jealous. Jackie interrupted. We were so panicked that we didn't even see Jackie standing right behind them. They automatically believed her. You see, Jackie was a detective, solved 3 cold cases last year. Her word was law in our family. Mom immediately deferred. Jackie would know if her own husband was dangerous. Maya, stop projecting your bad choices onto good men. Dad chimed in. Maybe if you hadn't been so loose, you wouldn't see predators everywhere. They made Maya apologize to Marcos for slandering him. The whole time Marcos stood there with a smirk on his face, staring at my chest and winking when no one was looking. I wanted to talk to Maya about it, but she had gone completely MIA. So instead I spent the next few days at my friend's house trying to process what had happened. I was fast asleep at 3 a.m. when our family group chat went nuclear. Someone sent screenshots of Maya on escort sites with her face clearly visible. This is who's around our children, Uncle Tony wrote. The photos were obviously fake. The tattoo on her shoulder was backwards like someone had flipped the image, but nobody cared. They voted to ban her from all family events. My mom promised to contact CPS about her lifestyle choices. Aunt Carmen celebrated at dim sum the next day. Well, I had Maya's location on Snap Maps, so the next morning I drove to her apartment with a jar of fresh sweet potato, not knowing what to expect. The door was already slightly open, so I let myself in. She was in her apartment, throwing clothes into garbage bags. Her son was at daycare. They're going to take him, she kept saying. I've worked so fucking hard and they're going to take my baby. I held her while she shook. You're the only one who's ever been kind to us, she whispered into my shoulder. Why don't you get the father to pay child support? I asked. I knew it was a stupid question, but I didn't know what else to say. She pulled away from me, her eyes completely numb with pain. Marcos is his father. My heart dropped. Full story on channel, link below.